Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra and today we are doing a full face of nothing new. If you're new to my channel, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. It's free, it's easy, and it helps you find my videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And allegedly, if you ring that notification bell to all, YouTube will let you know when that happens. So if you're new to videos like this video is inspired 100% by the stunning Allie Glines. I will have her playlist or her most recent video or something to that effect linked down below in my description box on this video. But basically, you're just picking out a full face of makeup using products from your collection that aren't new. So I think this concept is so fun. I love deep diving back into my collection, pulling out things I haven't used for a while or things that have just been around for a while, so they do tend to get pushed to the back of the pecking order, so to speak. So today I have a lot of fun pulls. We did create this summery makeup look right here. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's get into this. What I already have on my face is the Coats Face Moisture Lightly Tinted Sunscreen SPF 35. I wear this every single day. And then I did go ahead and prime my face so that it could sink in with the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist. I just apply a few sprays of this into my hands, rub them together, and then press it into my skin, specifically in the T-zone area, but all over kind of. And then for complexion, I'm going to use the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. This is the shade 5.5 Bamboo. Definitely making my way through this product. I really like this because it is a very lightweight product and it feels really weightless on the skin. It is hydrating, but I wouldn't say it's like too hydrating, which is very nice. So this is how I apply things like this, like my Misha BB cream or really any other tinted moisturizer, lightweight foundation-y type product, unless I've worked with it and feel like it works better with a brush or a sponge. But this one I just really like to apply like a tinted moisturizer with my fingers and really work it into the skin, and then I'll go over with a damp beauty blender to just make sure everything's pressed down into the skin, but also, you know, absorb any excess product. You like the mustache? You know you do. I'm in a really weird mood today because I have really good news. I'm not quite ready to share it yet, but just very good news, and I will be sharing with you guys super soon, like as soon as I can. And no, I'm not pregnant, I'm almost 40. Alright, and then for foundation today, I'm going to use my First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. This is in the shade 3. I'm kind of unofficially working on using this up. And it always looks too orange almost when I first put it on, but then I feel like it just really melts in with my skin and ends up being kind of a really good tone actually. So this is such a nice concealer. I would absolutely consider purchasing it again, maybe in a lighter shade though, just so it's a little bit more versatile for like throughout the year, because this is definitely a little too dark for me during the winter months when my skin is at its palest. But how nice does that look? Like it just covers just enough. For under my eyes, I'm going to set with the number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade Light, and this is the only powder that I wear under my eyes. It is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't even want to try any others. For the rest of the face, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I just like to put some out on the little ring dish here and go in like so. For me, my everyday powders are the No. 7 Perfect Light Pressed Powder for pressed powder, and this one works great for an everyday loose powder. There's others I prefer for other reasons, like, you know, in the winter time when I really don't need as much powder, I really like the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. But during the summer, this works really good for me, just for keeping my oils at bay and things like that. So I kind of like to stipple or press the powder all over my skin at first, and then once it's all applied, I'll go back and kind of buff it all out. For the rest of the face, I really wanted to dive into an old favorite, and that is my Smashbox Cali Contour palette. Looks like this. It has a beautiful array of things to use on your face: contour, bronzer, highlights, a mattifying powder, and a blush. I am going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of the contour shade today, juiced a little bit, and just apply a little of that at the contour of my face. It's just been a little while since I straight up contoured, and you know, I'm not gonna do a lot, but I am gonna do a little bit. Do you guys contour like regularly, or no? Do you bronzer? No, that's not quite a thing. What do you do? Tell me all about it. For bronzer, I'm of course going to go in with bronzer shade, but I'm also going to pick up a little bit of the more goldeny bronze highlight in here. I like to mix this with the bronzer a little bit just to make things a little luminous. Just can't get the positioning of my mirror right today. And like I've said in a couple other videos, I've really been trying to pay attention to the placement of my colored face products a little more. I think overall I would like to be more of a channel that you can come to for more everyday, not everyday makeup. I mean, not that we won't ever go glam or anything, but for makeup that looks nice in real life. You know, like not the pounds and pounds of concealer. Not that there's anything wrong with that if that's your jam, but you know, just makeup that looks nice in real life. I can teach you makeup that looks nice on camera, and that's the kind of stuff that you see on Instagram and things like that. But that kind of makeup and the makeup that you would wear on camera, realistically, it doesn't look nice in real life. And so I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. Would you appreciate, you know, that kind of a transition from my channel? I mean, I learned how to do makeup mostly from YouTube, and so I definitely fell into the trap of doing makeup like a YouTuber. And of course I did eventually become a YouTuber, and so but it's very rare that I get done filming and I like the way my makeup looks in real life, natural light, in terms of just how heavy it is and how it feels on my skin. There's so many times where I do my makeup for camera and then I'm done filming and I get off and it just feels like ugh, like so much product and things like that. And so, you know, I just kind of feel like I want to transition into that kind of a makeup aesthetic on my channel, and in terms of what I bring to you guys for looks. I think there's a lot of people out there on Instagram that could bring you, you know, just that snatched, full beat, you know, whatever. But that's just not conducive to my everyday life, you know? I'm not going to beauty events or, yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us are, to be honest, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You guys ever look at us YouTubers and like the makeup that we put on and are like, okay, yeah, but how do I wear that in real life and have it not look like a cake face? For blush, I'm going into the blush. I'm using an e.l.f. brush here. It's the e.l.f. blush brush. Yes, it is. And I like this blush. It's warm, but it can, you know, pull pretty neutral, pretty nude, which is nice. It goes with a lot of different looks. Hubby was just home for a few days. That could be part of the excitement. For those of you that don't know, my hubby travels a ton for work. And so, you know, he was home for a few days and we just enjoyed each other all, you know, as a family, cooking, playing games, other things that I can't talk about yet. So I really like this color of blush too, to kind of run along the edge of my bronzer a little bit and along the hairline up here. It's a really nice color for that. For highlighter, I'm gonna again mix these two right here with my fluffy Luxie tapered highlight brush. And again, watching my placement of this pinky champagne, whatever highlight is so pretty. It's definitely a favorite for me. Just such a soft, beautiful glow. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I'm gonna pop up of here and do some brows real quick and prime my eyelids, and then we will get into a not new palette for my collection. All right, we are back. I primed my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and the palette that I am busting out for today is the Natasha Denona Lila palette. It's been a little while since I played with this one, so I'm really excited. I'm thinking I'm going to do an orange look, hence the t-shirt, but I'm not exactly sure yet how I'm gonna do it, so let's just play around. For starters, I'm gonna go in with the shade Nude Vino on a flat shadow brush, and I'm going to place this on the outer third or so of the lid, and then flip my brush over and pull it up into the crease. I love Natasha Denona mattes, especially the mattes that are in this palette as well as the gold palette. I think are exceptional, and it has been quite some time since I played with this palette. I had every intention of pulling it out during spring. I might have done one look with it, but not nearly enough to satisfy the itch. So here we are. All right, I'm gonna pick up the same shade on just the tip of that brush and run that along the lower lash line, outer half or so. And then going in with a super duper soft brush, I'm gonna go into this little bit lighter shade, which is Nude Mauve. And I'm just gonna blend out the first shade a little bit. Confession, I was trying not to buy any makeup in July, but I broke my no-buy, my unofficial no-buy, and bought the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I know it's not new now, new, as in you've seen reviews and things like that, but I would still like to do a 7 looks with that palette, so I'm very excited to be doing that. And then just a few other things from Ulta. I always forget how easily Natasha Denona shadows blend. They're so beautiful. I tried to hold off on the bronze palette, and I did hold off. Like, I did let the initial hype sort of die down a little bit. You know, I didn't jump on the launch or anything, so I feel good about that. I feel certain now that I really do want the palette and that it's not just the hype that's sending me to the Sephora app. Most definitely going in with this orangey pink duochrome called Cyclone, and I'm gonna press that all over the lid, almost to the inner corner, but not quite. And this is definitely one of the shades in this palette that I haven't played with nearly enough So I knew I wanted to play with it today. It's what a fun summer color, right? Now that I have that applied mostly with my fingers, I'm gonna pick that up on a flat synthetic brush and give it a little spritz. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray that I'm using right now. And I'm gonna start this in the middle of the eyelid and work it in a little bit. You know, I think on that very inner corner, like inner part of the lid, we're gonna go in with the gold, which is Magnolia. It's another shade that I don't use a whole ton from the palette, and I'm just gonna lay this down without wetting it, hopefully. I try not to spray the shadows that I use on the innermost parts of my lid because I feel like it can add texture, and that's the most inner part of my lid is the most textured part of my eyelid. Just pulling this up slightly into the crease, maybe not quite as high as I normally would, just for a tiny bit more depth. Not that I really think we need it, but it's also going to bring a little warmth. I'm going to go in with this shade called Amara. It's kind of a bricky red burgundy shade. I'm really kind of just going to start this on the very outer corner and run it along the upper lash line a little bit, and then just on the very outermost part of the lower lash line. I don't know why I'm going up like that after every word I say, but I am. Going back to Nude Mauve, I'm just going to pick some of that up on that fluffy brush and run this through the crease, make sure everybody is blended. All right, for mascara, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Bambi Eye mascara and curl my lashes, and I'll be right back so we can pick out a lip and do something about the hair maybe. All right, we are back, and for lips, I'm gonna first align my lips with the ColourPop Lippie pencil, yes, in the shade BFF2. All right, I didn't fill them in all the way, just in the outer parts of my lips, if that makes sense. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use the ColourPop Just a Tint in the shade Gimme Some More. I have a ton of usage on this. I love this color. And then just for a little highlight, I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Glossy in the shade Blushing Belgraves. Juicy! And this is the completed look. What do you guys think? I love doing a full face of nothing new. I'd like to do these regularly, monthly. Let me know what your level of interest is, and let me know what you think of the look down below. The hair's better, but not perfect yet. It's still drying. So with all of that said, I thank you so much for watching this video today and spending part of your day with me. If you did like the video, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. That helps me out here on the platform, so we can all make new friends down in the comments. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, summery, glowy, orangey, the whole thing. And I will see you in my next video real soon.